Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to fix an old sofa or any other furniture for that matter, but we're going to do a sofa. I'm going to do this in 3 different episodes, so I'm going to show you how to really make an old sofa look like new. If you have something like this where you see it's really not looking good at all, it's really bad, and you see there's lots of marks and things all over it, so really you want the first thing you want to do is just sand it all down and start repainting it all. But I'm going to show you an easier way to fix that, and that's use an old type linseed paint. This one is from Byta-Yta, environmental friendly one, and it's a really thick paint, so you actually leaves marks after the straw when you paint the with the pencil, so that you see it left in the paint. So it actually gives quite a thick layer of paint on the wood when you paint with this kind of old linseed paint. And as always, when you do paint with any type of paint, always shake it really good before you open the can, and always stir it well also inside of the can before you start painting, so you actually do get a good mixed paint like that. And then just use any old brush, but don't use any really expensive brush like any felt brush or anything like that. It has to be a very simple brush because you want it to leave the marks after the straws in the paintbrush. If you don't get that, you don't get the result that you want. So we just thick layers like this, just paint it on like this. So all you need to do is just really thick. You want quite a thick layer of the paint on top like this. So that's all. But make sure that you do them quite straight. You don't have to do them too wicked, but most important thing is that you get thick layers of this. Alright? So now we have painted the whole thing white on all sides, and the paint is dry. So now we're gonna apply the wax on top of the painting, and we use a vintage wax. And when you do apply the wax, it's a quite messy thing to do, so use some kind of cover for your hands, because otherwise it will take some time to clean them. And this is important: when you do apply the wax to the surface, you can actually decide yourself how you want it to look. If you want it to be really, what should I say, one color, if you want it to be really, in this case like it's vintage wax, so if you want it to be really grey overall, then you apply with more wax and make a thick layer. But I like it when you see actually a little bit white in between. I think that looks good. So all you have to do is just cover the surface, but don't rub it in too much. Then you still get some white spaces in between. So then you just need to apply some wax on all sides like this, and let it dry. Both for the paint and the wax, you should let it dry for about 24 hours before it's completely dried all the way through, and if you have regular normal room temperature when you do it. So yes, and then the last step I will show you when the sofa is finished. Thank you. So finally we are done. You can see the end result of the sofa here on the pictures. It's a sofa. I've made it in 2 colors, so I painted the whole sofa white and then waxed some of the parts and left some of the parts only painted. So you have 2 colors on the sofa, which I like very much. And this sofa, if you like it, you can even buy straight from our webpage if you're quick about it, because we made only this one that looks like this, but we will put on more refurbished furnitures on our webpage as well, so you can buy ready-made refurbished furnitures if you don't want to do it yourself. But of course we will provide you with all possible do-it-yourself kits, so you can refurbish your own old sofa with colors and all sorts of textiles and things that you can buy straight from our webpage. Thank you very much.